Hello, everybody. So, tonight I wanted to talk about the power of vulnerability. So, this is something that's been interesting for me lately because a lot of the stuff I write about now and talk about is very vulnerable. I mean, if you read my book, you could see that, especially the early paragraphs, very into the heart type of stuff. And stuff that a lot of people are afraid to put out there, which is understandable because people worry that stuff that they say, weaknesses about them that they expose themselves, will kind of be used against them. But really, when you're putting it out there yourself, it can't be used against you. Like, putting it out there yourself is owning it, and recognizing that being able to put that stuff out there and own it is a strength because you know sorry, not everyone, or everyone has flaws, everyone has things in their past that they're not proud of, and establishing that you have these problems is going to help someone else. So I was doing a podcast the other night with my friend JD, and we were talking about the power of the mind, and sorry, gosh, in that podcast we talked about my book, and he mentioned that he really needed that. I mean, he didn't really need the book, but when he read it, he was like, wow, like, I was going through something difficult at this time, and I had no idea you were going through something at this time. And it really kind of helped me, realize that everyone's going through something, kind of, and being able to relate to that, help him in it. And I had never been told that, and it's not like I've had a bunch of people buy my book, but of the people that have read it and talked to me about it, like, no one actually said, yeah, this book helped me. So when he said that, I was like, wow, like, this is what I wanted. I wanted one person to be helped. And it was good to hear, and it really made me realize the type of impact that our words can have. And that's why I'm on this mission to write and talk about happiness so much, because I was in that place of negativity and kind of hurt, and I came out of it, and I wanted to show people how to come out of it, like what kind of things you can do to start building yourself back up and start kind of covering those wounds up. And so that was a good thing to hear, that he was helped by that. And it kind of gave me even more motivation to keep going, because he didn't talk to me about this until 4 months after I published the book. So how many other people out there, of the 25 people that have bought the book, how many of those people were helped by it and just didn't say anything? Because I know there's a lot of people that have bought the book that have not talked to me about it. I mean, I probably know less than half of the people that bought the book. Like, less than half of the people that bought the book have actually told me they bought the book and talked to me about it. So there's people out there, people I probably know, some people I might not from the internet, I don't know, that may have been helped by that and might not even know. And that's why on things like this, just recognize there are people out there that are listening to you and reading you and watching you that you may not even know about. They may never talk to you, they may never interact with you on social media, but they're there. And they're there because you help them. So whether you're doing something like this that I'm doing or anything else, I mean, you can help someone with something in any kind of way. It could be someone, you could have a job, and someone's following you that wants to get into that job. And the stuff you talk about could help them with that. There's all kinds of things that, thanks to the internet, we have the ability to discuss. And it could be something minute, it could be something trivial, it could be something important. It all goes back to, how you judge certain things. But we all have things to offer, and we all have important things to say. And our human experience is not any more or less important than the next person. So, while, not that I have a big audience, but you know, the followers I have on Twitter and the friends I have on Facebook and the people that watch me on YouTube and read me, you know, all those people, they read me and listen to me and watch me just because I'm putting the stuff out there, not because I have anything super unique or different than what other people are saying. I mean, I have my own unique perspective and my own unique experience, but the things I talk about are not new ideas. A lot of the ideas I get from other people, and I apply them to my own life. So I am not any more special than you watching this, or someone else that's not watching this, just because I'm putting this stuff on the internet. But my ability to actually open up and be vulnerable does put me in a position where someone is going to maybe respect me a little bit more or appreciate me, because I'm able to be myself and not have to worry about what others are going to think of me for talking about the stuff I talk about. So just keep that in mind, that if you need some courage to kind of be vulnerable, and it doesn't even have to be on a public platform, like if you want to be vulnerable with a person in your life but you're kind of worried that they're going to judge you for what you say, like use this as your sign to get rid of all that negative thinking surrounding being vulnerable, and recognize that being vulnerable is a strength. So open your heart up to the world, whether it's one person or a million people or a billion people. Open your heart up, let that stuff flow out of you, and you're going to get the respect, the love, and the appreciation that you deserve.